Hold okay. Okay, there you go, there you go. Yo, what's good, chat? Merry Christmas. We just gonna be reacting to videos. Yeah,
I'm
gotta
calling
go live
from
for
New
Christmas.
York. I have a niece that lives down in Palm Coast. Um, she's in like a domestic violence situation with her three children. To get information, she's scared to call the police, um, but she wants to move back home to New York. He dragged her around the house by her ankle, punched her in the temple, um, and she sent me photos to my email, like, but I don't know if they're from today or not. But there's in the photos there's scratches on her neck, a bloody lip, a bruised.
Hello, are you in 516?
Merry Christmas,
Roblox
Monica.
is way more fun when you have Robux. But
I hope you
Robux
get
cost
better.
money, and that's not fun.
Oh my god, I gotta buy premium again. But Merry Christmas.
Are you in 516? Yeah. Okay, hey, can we talk? Yeah. Are you,
Like, you scare my kids.
what do you mean I'm scaring kids? Hi, are you Kennedy? Hi, yeah. Okay, hi. Are you just going back around there? Okay. Are you able to come out and talk to us? I'm sorry, what did you say? Are you able to come out and talk to us? Yeah, okay. So we got a call from the neighbors that there was some stuff going on earlier here. Is there anything you wanna talk about? Do you wanna go somewhere and talk? No? Okay. At any point, was there any screaming, any arguing? Yeah. Yeah? Did it get physical?
We got you, Monica.
Are you sure?
Make sure you take care of your knee.
Your kids are not gonna get taken away. You understand that?
Sorry.
It's okay.
Just want the neighbors know, you know,
Okay.
I was just with the neighbor.
Okay. Just
Be
come outside
ready,
with
come.
me.
Yeah.
You wanna come here? Can you get physical touch?
I don't want anything to happen to him. Like, I don't want to be arrested or anything like that. That's all I gotta say. So I don't want to talk about it and something like that.
Hello. We just, I'll be right in, I'll come and talk to you. We got some complaints from the neighbors, so I'll just make contact.
I mean,
No, you're
it
good.
won't be. But yeah. No, it's just a lot going on, you know? So, yeah.
Hi. Yeah, everything's
She
fine.
looks scared, man.
Um, going on. Yeah. Something. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm sure they can't. Yeah. Not sorry. So listen,
She told me your concern.
I know. I said to her, because history, no. And that's my biggest concern.
The physical history?
Yeah, like in New York, we're from New York.
Did anything happen today?
Yeah, I mean, my reality, you know what I mean? But I don't want anything to happen because I cannot have them leave.
It's my reality. He had, like, hold on, 10 years. Like, she think it's just normal now. Time out, because what just happened to the sound? Oh, I muted it on accident. My
I
bad,
don't
chat.
want anything to happen because I cannot have them leave. So me and my aunt are trying to,
Can't have who leave.
like, I can't,
Why?
I can't have them arrested, you know, taken away right now.
Why?
Because I can't support anything on my own right now, and me and my aunt are trying to construct a plan of action, you know, moving forward.
Charlie, 223 to progress. I'm gonna be 10-12.
And he doesn't know that right now.
Okay.
Secretly, I'm trying to like make a plan. I just don't want like I don't want like a drama right now because, like I said, there's a history with the police and stuff like that, and I think that this.
Yeah.
And,
Has he been arrested before?
mhm.
Here?
No,
Okay.
for the same reason, you know, but in New York. I don't want him in trouble. I don't.
He doing you so wrong, and you don't want him
I
in
never
trouble.
hesitated to call or anything like
Hello,
that.
that's Deputy Dorson.
Hi. So I have to keep my phone set up over me.
Let me just kind of let him know what's going on. So Aunt called, she's from New York, and said that he put his hands on her earlier today and for his arms to return. And she didn't want anything to happen to her kids, that's why she didn't call.
Okay.
And he's inside, and he has no idea. I told him the neighbor called clearly, because I'm not gonna let the aunt call. No. Yeah, that's why I did it, because Aunt wanted to be anonymous. Well, she didn't care if she knew, she just didn't care, because she didn't want him to know.
Okay.
He has no idea why we're here. So do you wanna tell me what led up to?
They ain't gonna lie, W police, bro. They handling this
She told
perfectly.
me he got hit upside the head today.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say anything to incriminate because I don't want anything to happen. That's all I'm gonna say right now. You know, if I wanted to happen, I would have called you guys myself. I'm not saying that, but, you know, in the past, like I said, there's a history. I've been the one to call the cops every single time. So I don't hesitate. But with the situation I know, I'm from New York. I have nobody here, like nobody in Florida. You know, so if anything were to happen, I need him right now, financially, as you can probably understand, you know. And it's a
I'm
holiday,
sorry.
it's Christmas.
I can't understand that.
I know, it's hard to understand,
No,
you
I
know,
know
if you've ever been through it.
What you're doing is you're justifying it. And it's never justifiable for any man or any woman to do that to anyone,
Yeah, no, I mean,
especially in front of your kids. Because
Yeah.
eventually it's gonna be your kids. Or it's gonna continue being you. And you're not a punching bag.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. When you tell me to do, I don't understand. I don't think that's ever okay.
When you're in situations like this, it's easy to understand.
But
But
you
the
have a way
outside-
out. You have a way out. Your aunt said she would come get you.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, that's why I'm mad at you guys, because I'm like, please don't say anything. I just wanna know if I, like, talk to you about things, like, is something gonna happen? I don't need anything to happen.
Whatever you tell me, if I find anything, I have to act on it, okay?
Yeah, and
I'm telling you that, but I wanna know what kinda happened.
I don't wanna talk about it, because like you said, you have to act, and I cannot, and this is why I'm so upset. I'm gonna go in there and call my aunt, I'm so upset that she told you that. Just know that I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
I have to talk to him.
You can talk to him, but
Oh, I know. I'm gonna
You
talk to
know,
him and I'm
yeah.
gonna find out and,
whatever you're gonna do, I'm just letting you know.
okay.
On my.
Whatever I decide, are you willing to do a statement today?
Yeah, yes.
No.
No?
Oh my God.
You want me to call him or?
No, I'll call him, yeah.
You want me to do it?
Where's he at?
Mike.
Hey, Mike?
Sorry, I'm talking.
No, you're good. Okay, are we able to come talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's the baby?
I dare you to let me build you a
I
completely
need
free
some premium so
e-commerce
bad, man.
store, preloaded with
I keep saying I'm gonna buy it and I don't.
I'm gonna stay here for a second, just in case. Just call, oh, okay. Hey, can you come talk over here? He's here. Yeah. All right, so the reason we're here is we got a call from neighbors that something was going on over here earlier. So there was screaming, this isn't the first time.
I was gonna say she's been gone since like 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's delayed.
Oh,
Yeah. So we don't know what happened.
what do you mean?
Why was there screaming in the apartment?
I forget, just was like yelling all the time.
Well, that was coming from a woman, not a cop. It was different. So is there something happening that you know about?
Other than yelling? No. Maybe, like yelling, of course.
What were you guys yelling about today?
We yell every day.
You don't
Yeah, I
know,
know.
but you
That's
would
why
hear.
we're here.
Not out of control, and this is 5 minutes.
So today, what was your going on?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
So you remember that you were arguing, but you don't know what it was about. What happened today? It's 8:49 p.m.
Yeah.
How do you
I'm
not
not trying to
remember?
be sarcastic, I'm being serious. I have 3 kids, and they're stressed and tired and don't sleep and just arguing. But, again, not like, not all day, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We usually did argue a little bit today. She left, went to the store, she was gone for a while, came back, left again. So I was there at Sam's, and then she made dinner, and I was in my room with my son. Came out, and we were all sitting in the room quietly for a while, actually, and then you banged at the door.
Okay.
So I really don't know. How old are your kids? We argue, you know, they don't listen to her, I yell at them, she yells at me. That's basically the gist of it every day.
Okay, well, the argument that was heard was something along the lines, you didn't sleep.
Didn't sleep,
Yeah, you were upset because you didn't sleep.
not me.
That you sleep nights. I mean, you work nights.
Well, I was, and when I stopped.
10-4.
It was not working.
Okay.
With kids, I couldn't sleep during the day. Yeah.
What happens when you guys argue? I know that you got arrested before. I looked it before I got here. You got arrested before for domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
Is that normal?
No.
Yeah, to think about it, this should have been a no, just like that.
After the kids, she had postpartum and it was just very difficult to deal with and saying crazy things. And that was it.
So what happened when you got arrested the first time?
I mean,
When you got arrested for hitting her?
I
What was
never was I was never arrested for hitting.
in New York?
Yeah. Never actually hit her, ever.
Okay.
I mean, she might have said that briefly and then it was dropped. It never came. It was all dropped. It was never.
Yeah, but you got
Arrested,
arrested
yeah.
for it, right? Did any of that happen today?
No.
It didn't get physical at all today?
I've never put my hands on her.
Okay.
We have 3 children together once.
That means nothing to me. I see it all the time. People hit people and they have kids.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't do that for my kids. And,
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. I love this female officer. She said that mean nothing to me. I know it don't.
put my hands on women.
Okay, just saying. All right, once we put these on you, we'll explain everything that's going on, okay?
Take off in a second.
Charlie, please come to your father. Right here, this way. Oh, right here? Just lean on the car.
Why? I just don't understand.
Sit in there and I'll explain it to you.
Straight to the
Let me
point.
double check the back. All right, you're good. Have a seat.
Sure, just don't find the copy coming around through the description of your piece.
All right, so you're placed under arrest for domestic violence. We have a statement of you hitting your wife upside the head earlier today. Not from her directly, from another party.
What other party? My dog? Did she say I hit her?
Did you say your dog?
Yeah, like who else is in my house? I would never hit her.
Okay. All right, I asked you what happened. You had a chance to explain yourself. You didn't want to tell me what occurred. You were very vague, very
Ma'am, I'm not
invasive.
trying to be vague. I have a busy life with 3 kids, and we argued this morning,
Okay.
but I absolutely did not put my hands on her.
Okay.
And I
Bro,
don't,
stop lying. Kind of sweets up.
I'm not going to get no raise if you tell me she said that, but I would be, I don't think she would have said that. I didn't do it.
Okay.
So that's why you're saying a third party said it.
Yes.
How does a third party say it? You're arguing in my home.
Okay, I'll be back. I have to go talk to her, okay?
Oh, okay.
You understand? Okay. I just need all the paperwork.
Are you supposed to do it now?
Yeah. If you run into any boy or girl tonight that you want to give a gift, I bought like 2 extra gifts. Just chat me.
Subaru
Fast
is
ass
proud to be
chat.
the largest
I hope
automotive donor to Meals on Wheels America,
premium on the
helping
way.
senior neighbors.
Nope, it's not the last one. I'm not.
Huh? One day you will, Dorsey. Hello. Huh?
She's saying that she never made the comments that she made.
I have you on body cam. Yeah.
I didn't say.
You did, and you said you weren't going. Okay. Do you want to step out here, or do you want to talk like in front
Yeah,
of us?
I'm still in a quiet because this is
Okay. You said it happened earlier. I said, what happened? Did he hit you today? And you said yes, and you didn't want to talk about it. You need something.
Yes, I was just like, you know, and I said to you in the beginning, I don't want to talk about it, and then he said, well, just so you know, I have to report it, which I understand, and so I said, okay, no problem, then I will talk about it.
Okay, Kennedy, I understand this is not what you wanted, okay? All right, I understand that.
I'm just confused on like how we just.
Okay, one, you're on, what'd you say?
Like gaslighted in a sense, that I didn't say yes or no, that's why I'm confused. I know how this goes, and I didn't say yes or no, so just, he said it's just based on the phone call that you guys received.
Well, that alone is enough. And then when I had asked you, you did allude to that occurred. The phone call was enough. And me coming here and speaking to you, I have enough to pursue. And even after speaking to you, it was even more.
Can I understand what the
He
point
trying to save this man.
phone call?
I wanted to get more information. I understand this is not what you wanted. This is not the outcome you wanted. But he committed a crime. I don't know what else to tell you. It's not okay for him to hate you, and you calling your aunt and saying that all that occurred today.
So what happened to him?
Okay, this is what's gonna happen. He won't be able to come here until he sees a judge.
Does he know that?
Said he's not gonna be here for Christmas. Well, he knows he's under arrest. He does.
Did you say, like,
For domestic violence, and he walked away with us.
did he say anything? What did he say?
Nope, I gave him a chance. He says, I've never hit her in my life. Whatever happened in New York, he got let off. It was proof that he never hit you. And he said, who would tell on him? He says, I know it wasn't her. It was the dog. He sarcastically said, it was the dog. He said, who else would tell on me? Was it the dog? Sarcastically, he was saying, was it the dog? And I said, no, I didn't put your aunt's name in it. I mean, eventually, when I do the affidavit and that I spoke to her, that occurred, and he's gonna see that it was her.
So what else do you want to tell me?
Is there anything I can tell your aunt to help you?
So,
I know this is not what you wanted, okay?
I didn't say, there's nothing else to talk about it. I didn't admit
You
to
might as well
anything.
save them tears. She saved me her life, girl.
He hit you, and I was like, I
Kim,
didn't say yes or no. I didn't say anything.
You said yes, but you didn't want anything to happen to him. I mean, you're free, this is all public record,
I know that.
and you're able to see it, okay? I wouldn't act on something that I didn't have enough. Like, when you're saying that, you're making it seem like I just did it to do it. I had a third party. I made contact. You told me it happened.
And if I didn't answer the door, what would have happened? Would
What do you
you
mean
have
if you
left?
didn't?
Like, did I have to answer the door just now? We just answered the door because we didn't know who, like, who was things like that.
I know, but look at your mind process right now. Do you see where you're at? What would have happened if I didn't answer the door?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure what to tell you. I understand. I don't understand what you're going through, but I can understand the emotions of all this coming at you at once.
It's Christmas. You know what I mean? That's what I'm like. I just don't understand. I just don't get it. I just say yes, and that's why I'm confused on what the fucking.
You gonna ruin your Christmas to make her do it, hitting on you better. Who in chat? Would y'all do that? Like, Am I missing something here? But at the same time, I could see how that could change her mindset over 10 years, though. That
Me if you're not even gonna listen to me. It's just, that's what's
Miss
frustrating.
Williams,
You know what I mean?
I spoke to you, and you told me it occurred, and you didn't want to pursue it. I asked you if you would do a statement, you thought about it, you told me no. You said you didn't want him to get in trouble. You said you had a plan to get out of here because he's been hitting you all the time since New York, and he's been arrested before. You told me all of that.
I understand all this, you know, I understand.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base
pick it
44.
up, Jay. Pick it up.
What you have to do, I understand all of it, I guess Florida's different, because
Yeah.
in New York, you know, like I've told you, when I
It's
called,
a zero tolerance for domestic violence in
I
Florida.
can see that, because in New York, they would be like, okay, what happened? And I'd be like, oh, no, nothing. Okay, have a good night, see you later, you know, and so that's why I'm like really confused.
No, in Florida, and especially Flyer County, we have zero tolerance for domestic violence because it gets really, domestic violence is the worst thing. It progresses into more violence and
Yeah.
worst case scenario death. And we try to protect the victims as much as we can. And when
Even unwilling, like even when the
Unwilling,
victim is
yeah.
unwilling to.
Yep.
Wow.
So, yeah, like I brought a statement for you to write, with or without this, the arrest gets made. See what I'm saying? This.
I made it very clear that I just want to walk away.
So you have your chance.
I just walk away, and that's all I want to do, because in the past, multiple times in New York, going through this exact situation right now, and each time I regretted it. I bailed him out. I regretted it.
Why do you
regret it in the sense of like regretted calling you guys, like the
Why?
police, because it's such a drama. Like I can't. I go back anyway. It doesn't help anything. It actually is making everything worse right now. My kids are missing their father at Christmas. Forget about what we went through. My kids now are missing their father on Christmas, and financially, you know, I can't support this apartment by myself. We could barely support it together. And now I'm thinking, well, now what? Especially if he can't come back. What the hell? I understand
For
my
the
aunt said what she said.
Yeah, for
but
the next couple of days he can't come
well,
back.
I'm just saying, like, let's say the judge decides,
Yeah.
no,
then-
he can't come back X amount of a year or whatever they come up with. I can't, I can't. Even in New York, when I had the support and like less kids, you know, before we had kids and I went through this, even that alone was tough. And now I have my 3 children. I'm in a place I don't know. So you have to understand from my perspective, like, if I felt like I needed to call the police, which I've hesitated, I would have done so. And just
At what point do you say is enough? What's your
like
path?
from the past, like what was
To this day, right now, what's your enough? Like
I felt like I was
enough.
gonna be. Yeah.
Do you hear
pretty
yourself?
much. I
You
know
know
it
what I mean?
sounds insane.
Not insane. That's you just being a victim over and over. You're like, oh well, I can tolerate a little bit more. I can tolerate a little bit more. At
Yeah,
what
I guess
point?
so.
See what I'm saying?
You're right.
I wish I could help you in. You know what? I actually have 2 things for them in my car.
Oh,
That's
thank you.
funny that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just.
You guys want some Christmas gifts? I got 2 in my car, a boy and a girl. Look at that.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course, but just.
I don't know what to do because it's Christmas. If this was like another day, I'd probably be more like, all right.
Reach out to your aunt and ask her for financial support for the next couple of days. She said she was willing to help you.
I know my aunt's willing to do it. She's like my sister. We're very, very, very close.
So I think you should do that.
And she even said to you guys, she didn't want you guys to come here. She's like, I spoke to her. That you guys said you had to now. And then I said, Chrissy, why don't you give my name and my address?
Yeah, the moment she told me that he did hit you today, like past domestic violence, I'm not saying we brush that aside. But if there's history over and over of domestic violence and we get broad of it, like it was delayed, it was like 4 p.m., that's not really delayed. You know what I'm saying? It happened today. So when things like that, we have to act on it. When you say, oh, I was hit like 3 years ago, you know, we still document it, but it's very hard to prove at that point because of the delay of the incident. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it happened today, earlier this afternoon, Therefore, we had to investigate. She told me, and we're here.
But I was planning that for like a month or two from now. You know what I mean? Not like Christmas Day or Christmas weekend. Like this is not okay for my kids. I'm not even thinking about me. This stuff doesn't help me. This is not helpful. It makes it worse every time. That's why I'm so angry. And you guys do your job. It just makes it worse. I mean, look at this. Who wants to deal with this? Like I know who wants to deal with the other. I get it from your perspective, but
I see you, okay? I see what you're going through. I understand all the aspects, but you don't need all of those aspects in addition to what's occurring. I don't want to say anything in front of yourself.
Yeah.
But in addition to what is occurring, that is worse. You're not a punching bag.
No, I didn't call you.
File free in the app if you didn't file with us last year. Just file with TurboTax Do It
We're
Yourself
gonna
by
make it,
February
Chan.
28th. No matter
Video
your tax
almost over.
situation.
Next
Get
time
the
y'all see me, I'm
TurboTax
gonna
app
have
now.
premium. I swear.
Guys, and then it's Christmas weekend, and this is exactly like a double whammy of like what I don't want happening. If it was like in the middle of January and this is happening right now, I'd be like, you know, but like my kids have to suffer. Like, it's his fault, of course, in a sense, but I'm beyond angry right now.
Anything I can do to help you?
There's nothing. There's really nothing. This is not helpful. I appreciate you doing your job, but this is not helpful.
Now, I'm going to ask you, do you want to do a written statement of what
Yeah,
the
baby,
hearsay?
no.
Okay. The report's going to say exactly what your aunt told me. That you called her earlier today. I don't want to say it out loud, but he was trying to sleep. It got loud and he hit you upside the head. He punched you in the head. That's what she told me. That's what the report's going to say, saying that. She told me that. Okay? But when he had asked me, I just said it was a third party. Okay? But he will eventually, if he reads the report, he's going to know where it came from. I just want to give you the heads up. That's how it's going to transpire.
It's discouraging for victims. I was going to
tell you, I don't want you to be discouraged or be hesitant to call police next time.
Like, it's appreciated when it's loved ones, but when it's not, it's more dangerous. From experience, it's more dangerous than not. Like, it's more dangerous to call you guys than not to. And I'm just looking at
financially or
in every way. It's just like there's more bad than good, but I understand the reasoning, common sense, the reasoning someone.
What would you do if this was happening to one of your kids?
If it was something happening to them?
Same thing. Your daughter's in the same situation, and your daughter calls you like you called your aunt. What would you do?
I would be very nervous, but if they told me not to do anything, I would respect that to a degree. But like I would make it a part of inquiring, but I'm smart enough and know how the process works, and she doesn't. You don't drop your name and the address, but she did innocently, which is, very hard to just not be angry about. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about. But it's all good intentions. I understand that, and I understand what you're doing. So there's nothing else.
I wish I could.
It's just I wish it wasn't on Christmas weekend, and that's the biggest problem I'm having right now. So.
Well, I'm gonna go really quick, grab those things for your kids, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Hey everyone, it's Trent, Prior Deputy Sheriff, Patrol Sergeant, and Canine Handler. I've been to a lot of domestic violence calls, and there's a lot of commonalities that come into play in terms of what victims of domestic violence will say to law enforcement. And a lot of times it is going to be the same things for similar or the same reasons. So really quick, just the law element, because this victim is completely confused toward the very end where she says, well, in the state of New York, when I would say that nothing would happen to the cops when they would show up, they would just go away. And then in Florida, we hear this officer explain, well, no, it doesn't matter if there's a cooperative victim as long as we have probable cause, a reasonable basis to believe that a crime has occurred, then they are mandated to make that arrest once they find out who the primary aggressor is for a domestic violence related call. And that was the same exact thing where I worked as well. It depends on the state, the department, the area that you are working for, and the area that you reside. if that's going to be a mandatory arrest or if you're going to need a cooperative victim. So yes, there was a lot of times I would go arrest somebody for domestic violence, but the victim, kind of similar to the victim in this video, would say nothing happened, I don't want to talk about it, but you are able to still develop probable cause based on certain evidentiary elements throughout the case. So some of the things that I heard her say that are also very common as well is she is incredibly concerned about her current significant other going to jail, getting in trouble. And there are a few different reasons for that. We do hear her say them as well. Financial concerns is usually a huge one, especially if the suspect is a primary breadwinner, which he appears to be in this case. There's kids involved. And the victims, especially here in this video, they will wonder, well, what am I going to do? How am I going to support myself? How am I going to support my kids without that person in our lives? The other thing is that fear element. And she alludes to that later on by saying it's always worse when the cops get involved or if I cooperate with the cops, because that will get back to the suspect. He'll get out of jail, usually relatively fast, to go home and potentially take that out on her or whoever the victim is going to be in these domestic violence type cases. The other thing I hear her say that is very common as well is the fact that she's trying to develop a plan. She needs a plan to be able to get away. Usually those plans never come to fruition. It's just kind of something that victims say in these cases, and they really have no intention of ever leaving. Again, for the financial element, they always bring up the kid situation and also the fear. A lot of times they will say that they're afraid that their current significant other will track them down and harm them or take their kids, or they'll lose their kids in court if they were to take their kids and just take off and leave that very violent situation. So there's a lot of reasons for that. And we do hear that her aunt is willing to help support her financially, give her a place to stay, and she still just doesn't want to take that help. And that is because of those other
Her
reasons.
brain is rewired.
The other thing that she's bringing up a lot is her kids and how she doesn't want her kid's dad to be arrested and be sitting in jail for Christmas because that's not good for her kids. Well, in reality, what's not good for her kids is them watching their dad beat up their mom for Christmas. That is definitely not good either. We also have to think about the kids really in these situations. What's good for their development and their emotional well-being? It's not going to be domestic violence within the household. Is it good if their dad's not around because of that domestic violence? No, that's not good either. But you have to choose the lesser of two evils in these situations. But also, as a law enforcement officer, you can only do so much. You just have to try to be empathetic, understanding, listening to what they tell you, and try to offer them as many options as you can, and just hope that they are going to want to cooperate so you can assist them in figuring out that situation and getting them out of that very violent element. So these calls are very challenging for a lot of different reasons, and you just hope that it works out for these people in these situations. And that's going to be it for this one. See you guys in the next one.
The man was charged with domestic battery.
How many years, like how much time he got though? Like, so we don't even know how much time he got for that. Come on, YouTube. Man, but that was a good video. It was sad, but good. I appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. Merry Christmas. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. I'm gonna see y'all in the next